Welcome to Be Strong and Love Yourself, a channel for very strong people. I'm Dasha Bisali, and today I have a question for you. Are you satisfied with your life and with yourself? If the answer is no, then you probably need to make a change. And I want to share with you some ideas that helped me to make a change in my life. First of all, I want to talk why it is so hard to make a change. Why, even when we don't like something, we keep doing the same things over and over again. Because our brain has some neuroconnections. And these neuroconnections, they help us to create stories in our mind. And a lot of times we make decisions based on these stories. So if you want to make a change in your life, you need to change the stories and your neuroconnections. And a lot of times the stories are dictated by our DNA and also by our experiences. And this is something that is very hard to change. You cannot get rid of your DNA, and the experiences that you had, they already took place and they are stored in your memories. It means that you need to put efforts in order to change your neuroconnections. You need to make a brain exercises to pay attention to what you think about and things like that. That's why the first idea that helps a lot to make a change is to do mindfulness or brain exercises. This is basically when you try to focus on your breath instead of thinking on something. And focusing is very important in terms of focusing and attention are very important in terms of neuroconnections. When you focus on your breath, you start noticing how new thoughts arise, and you can kind of notice which one serve you and which one don't, and you can ignore negative thoughts, the ones that do not serve you. And this way you can be more mindful, and instead of doing the same action again and again, you can make a stop where you want to, and this way you can make a change. The other thing that can help you a lot is to give yourself small tasks. I learned it from Brian Tracy's book, No Excuses, and it probably was the most useful thing that I learned in my life. The night before you go to bed, you can write down the list of tasks that you are going to do next day. And if you're just in the beginning of your journey of changes, try to make this list as simple as possible. And it can be a task like to read one page of a book, or it can be to do one push-up, something very simple, or work out for 5 minutes. And it should be simple so you can develop a habit. It's better to do something small and to generate willpower rather than to do nothing. So when you create this list, you must complete all tasks in this list. It can be one task for 5 minutes, but you must complete it. And you need to do it every day. This way you can train your brain, and you will be the master of your own mind, and you will know how it works and how you can control it. The other thing that is very important is you should not give yourself any labels. A lot of times we can say something like, oh, I'm a loser, why would I even try to change anything? Or, oh, I'm an addicted person, this is who I am. And with such a type of thinking, of course, you will not be able to change. But the truth is that you are not a loser, you are not an addicted person, and you're a talented human being. You have your own gift that you can give to this world. But you probably have bad habits. And there is a huge difference between thinking, I have bad habits, but I can work on them and get rid of them, versus I'm an alcoholic and I will just drink my whole life. Do you see the difference between these two statements? So when you just notice some bad habits, it doesn't mean that you are not worthy, you're a loser. It just means that there are areas that you need to work on. When you give yourself a label, you kind of give up because, oh, this is who I am. This is the worst thing you can do to yourself. The other thing that is very important when you want to make a change is notice things that do not serve you, things and thoughts, and stop doing them, stop thinking them. And again, it's very important. Mindfulness exercises are very important. But for example, if when you go out with your friends, if you drink and you cannot stop drinking, and then you get too drunk and have horrible hangover, next day you probably shouldn't drink. So notice this action, and next time you're going to do this action, use your mindfulness, notice this behavior and stop it. The more time you will stop wrong behavior, the better off you are. And I know that you can do it. And the last but not the least is the other thing is that you need to focus on yourself. Don't try, never, ever try to change other people instead of changing yourself. Sometimes you can have a partner and you can feel like, oh, this person doesn't treat me right. I need to learn to teach him how to treat me right. You cannot go inside of other person's brain and change his neural connections, but you can leave the person who doesn't treat you right, or you can, with your actions, probably, with your trainings, if you don't like something, you probably can learn how to accept things that he does, if they are not extremely bad. So you need to work on yourself and either accept some things, learn how to accept them, or leave the person that you don't like in this example. And if you, for example, don't like your job, you probably need to work on yourself, get new knowledge, get new experience, and find a better job. But again, you need to focus on yourself without trying to change other people. And in the end of the day, when you focus on yourself and you improve yourself, you grow, you are the one who wins. So let me sum up. First of all, you need to do mindfulness exercises if you want to make a change, and you need to change your neural connections. The other thing is that you need to give yourself small tasks, so you kind of prove yourself that you can control your own mind. Then you also need to give no labels to yourself, stop labeling, and stop doing things that do not serve you. It's extremely important. And you need to focus on yourself and your self-development. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can write a comment or you can submit a form on bisali.com. And I'm wishing you a lot of happiness and a lot of discipline. Be strong and love yourself. Love wins. Always.